Welcome to floor 77 of the Final Fantasy V Ancient Cave. When you get to a multiple of 11 in this game, you will get these set untimed floors. These floors are perfect for doing a little bit of menuing, which is fantastic. Lets you get some things done, change some jobs, move some equipment around. The downside of these floors is that they are usually boss floors. Bosses often pop up in random battles, and you can see right here, our first encounter is Twintania. We have also seen in previous looks at this floor groups like Catastrophe with 3 Ankegs. So you get kind of the Earth Elemental themed boss fight. We have got Twintania here. Of course, you'll see some other notable bosses of the game, so they are common here. Now, as is also the case for a lot of these boss floors, you can do a little bit of grinding if you feel safe doing it, but eventually the encounters do seem to run out. I'm not sure about the calculation on how many battles you can get on these floors, but eventually the encounters do run out and you are just able to run around this floor and do nothing. So these are great for grinding if you feel like you can do so safely. This is not exactly the most safe battle, as you can of course tell. But so far, Twintania's battle is going pretty similarly to the way it goes in the vanilla version of the game. Here's Tidal Wave. I have my coral rings on. And there's Mind Blast. You can see I pulled a dance on it with the healing staff, and that triggered the Tidal Wave, I believe. Coral Rings luckily healed that up. If I was going straight up Coral Rings all the way through, of course we would have a little bit more healing from that. There is Wind Slash 2 in a row, and we are ready to attempt to cast Break or Death when he attempts to Giga Flare soon. Look at that. And we are going to go with Death. Death has... Oh, no, we're going to go with Break. Death has a little bit higher accuracy, but his magic defense goes way down. So Break will likely land, and Break saves us a little bit of MP. For our trouble, we get a Heavy Lance. Yay. A Heavy Lance. I'm not sure which lance that is in the RPGE translation. I don't know if that's the Partisan, maybe? I am not sure about that. I haven't looked at that lance's stats. I haven't really used much of the Dragoon class. In other runs of this I have used, and maybe previously in this one a little bit, the Dragoon, just to get the Dragon skill, the Dragon Drain skill that sucks out some MP, although I find the Dancer is kind of usually my, my standard method for sucking MP, even though it is a pretty low chance as it is. Dancer is how I usually go about things. There's the Ancient Sword, so now I can have access to that old ability, Diamond Mail up in the top. So nothing too notable so far, despite this being a pretty tricky boss room. Still holding on to that Kikuichi. And I'm not sure, again, on the translation, which one that is in the vanilla version of the RPGE translation, Kikuichi. Here is a Tonberry. And now this is actually a fitting enemy for this tile set, for this water cave tile set. And we are going to fight this battle. We are not going to run away from this one. We're going to take a look at the Tonberry. Some of these boss fights I do like watching what they look like. I got the Tempting Tango on him. We're going to increase our health here. I don't know if Vitality Song is the best play on this one, because if he gets up to us and does a knife attack, it's going to do far more damage than any of our max HP. So see, we're rolling Holy on him, and he does indeed do a pretty strong physical attack on himself. That's not the knife attack, but he does have a strong physical for himself, which is pretty cool. There's Meteo, and nice damage in the Meteo, and again, just like vanilla, Tonberry does have just an absolute ton of hit points. Sword Dance with the Samurai is pretty good, though, so we will accept that. Here's another Holy. We're going to try to keep him charmed. I'm seeing if Charm will keep him from walking to us, if that will keep him from using his action to move forward. It's interesting how it does it in this game, where it actually has him, the sprite fade away and reload. And I'm looking to change equipment here. And your equipment does get rather messed up. I've tried to sort my equipment, but it's kind of funky how it gets sorted. Sometimes it doesn't seem to sort the way that I would like it to. So you have to be kind of careful about how it does get sorted. It may seem like I'm doing some kind of menu trick, but I really am not. So just a little bit of damage there from my Time Mage. Here's another Sword Dance from my Samurai. As you can see, he has taken a number of pretty strong hits. A Meteo, a couple of Holies, 2 different Sword Dances for big damage. I haven't been able to land a charm on him. There is a Mystery Waltz. I'm glad to have that MP back. Now I can start throwing Holies back at him. I'm trying a few things here. Trying to land slow on him without looking at the algorithms guide. Tempting Tango, I believe, goes through their evasion, through their magic defense, I believe. And that's why I've been able to land it with Tempting Tango and not by just casting. And there he attacks himself, so that's why I'm trying to keep that on him, to keep him away from us and to keep him damaging himself. We'll take those Tempting Tangos. Actually, in this one, Jitterbug is the least desirable outcome for dances on that Samurai when she's doing the dances. And my Time Mage is just about out of things to do. It's another Sword Dance, so she's rolling pretty well on the Sword Dances. Here comes Flare from my Black Mage. And we'll see how this does, cutting that magic defense down. Not way better than Holy. Now my White Mage has sucked up a couple of Osmoses, so we're hoping that we can fill up here and start throwing Holies back at him before he gets close enough to us to start throwing bad stuff. Here comes a Flare and a Holy back-to-back on the Tonberry. $28.60 from that Flare. And $25.30. Now you may think that he was dying there. That's just how it has him take a step closer to you. It has it play the death animation. And then the sprite reloads on you. So my Time Mage not set up very well with a very weak black magic set as her secondary. Not the smartest skill set to go into this battle with, or to walk around on this floor with, but there we go. That Sword Dance does take care of it. So again, we pick up some more AP, little more experience on some of these things, I think, but I think the most of what I'm looking for is AP, although most of my jobs are set to go. I'm kind of in go mode here. Most of what I need I've already grabbed. This is the old double gargoyle battle that we're used to at the beginning of all of the tablet dungeons. So the trick here, of course, is that they revive each other. So if one is ever alive while the other one is dead, it will use its action to get a free revive with full health of its partner. So you have to either kill them both at the same time or alter their AI routine with something like Confusion or Berserk or Sleep, something like that that will keep them from getting a normal turn with one of them dead. You can also just throw damage at them, or you can forget that they are that they absorb holy. Not just they resisted, they absorb the holy element. And you can just do that, heal one up. Let's do that. It does not take any MP, I believe, for them. I think it's just an action unhide monster gargoyle. So draining them of MP, I do not believe, is an effective way to keep them from reviving each other. Love Song will do, though. Stop is a legit way to get them down. They do have some magic resistance, I think, so it's not 100% to land. And I can't remember if they're heavy or not, so I can't remember how long they stay stopped. If you are heavy, stop only lasts a couple of ticks of the ATB bar. There's a big Sword Dance on that back one. And here's where I want to be careful. My white mage doesn't have much that he can do. Holy is his primary source of actual damage, and Holy is not going to work for us in this battle, unfortunately. My Time Mage can cast Comet. Just about no matter how low you are on MP, you can cast Comet. There is a regular old crit, not a sword dance. And here's where I can be into let's get 'em mode, because I did get Love Song to land on at least one of them. And I keep checking that black magic menu as if it's going to help anything. I need to get in there and change that before we go too much farther into this dungeon. There's Comet. Not much doing there. We'll take a regular attack. And my Black Mage, again, I don't have the right kinds of abilities spread out on my characters. It'd be good to have Sing on some of my other characters. We'll take that, though. Fusion onto one of them. They solved my indecision problems for me. How nice is that, Gargoyles? To use Fusion for me when you're at low HP, healing your partner for just a little bit. There's a Lilith Rod hidden in there. Healing your partner for just a little bit, and then disappearing away. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. So Lilith Rod, that's a notable pickup. I can use that a little bit later on. But that is the end of floor 77. We will see you on floor number 88. Hey, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and get in touch with me on Twitter where I am active_ATE.